I'd like to say a big thank you to Louise Richmond and Peter Herner.
Let's put these on here.
Amanda will be back in a second. Right.
Got nowhere to sit. Not only that, I'm tired.
Both very tired. I'd like to say a big thank.
Somebody keeps me awake, but never mind.
I'd like to say a big thank you to Peter and Louise. They've been a big help today. In fact, I'd say if it wasn't for them, Christmas might have been spoiled. Well, Christmas is not going to be very good for us this year, but we're going to try to make the best of it. Yeah, she's messing with my ball patch.
Actually, it's not a ball patch, it's his crown.
And if it wasn't for Peter and Louise today, I think Christmas would have been a pretty shit thing. And Andrew Roberts, I'd like to say that I'm drifting in and out of sleep because I've been on painkillers, and Amanda's going to get me some more shortly. I might see if I can go on the oxycodone. I don't like going on it, but it does a job. I'm just very tired. Amanda's very tired. We're all both very tired.
Tired and not well.
Not well, no, because we never suffer from colds, and then since I've been stuck in hospital a good part of the year and everything else, we've both ended up with colds because either the care assistants or the bloody district nurses brought it in, or the doctors have brought it in.
Yeah. Or ending up in hospital and the bloody staff on the A&E
brought it in, you know. Andrew Roberts, I could do. Well, I need. If you know anybody who's a physiotherapist, I need some help with a physiotherapist. Peter and Lou.
Sorry. Just checking his blue sheet.
Just checking the blue sheet.
Yeah.
What you going to get gloves on for now?
I'm not going to get gloves on. I've got an empty box.
You've got the box. You've got some boxes to open, haven't you?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Do you know something, people? We don't get any help with the incontinence bit. Procedure sheets we have to pay for, which cost £25 a box, and you get, what is it, 50 or 100? 100, I think. You get 100 for 100 procedure sheets. Procedure sheets are like clean-up sheets. You get 100, which put down underneath you. The 10s, you get 50 in a pack. You buy 2 packs, you're looking at like 20 odd quid, 28 quid, something like that. And you go through about, well, it depends how many times you need it, how many times you suffer from the runs and what have you. You probably go through, what, 10 a day?
Something like that. Go shape. Something like that.
Probably go through 10 a day, 10 sheets a day. Maybe more. Depends on how often you go. Hello, sheeps. Coming up on the bed up here. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. There you go. There's my little sheeps. It depends on how often you go. If you look at 5 or 10 sheets a day, you're looking at 5. You're looking at 15 to 20 sheets a day, and then because that's including the procedure sheets. Come on, Sheebs, have a lie down. Good girl. Besides that, there's the rubber gloves you gotta buy. The
Dry wipes.
the dry wipes you got to buy, which are Conti ones, which are what? Called Shebas. You used to, the National Health Service used to use Conti wipes, but they don't anymore. They use, what do they use now? Veleda?
Something like that, aye.
They use Veleda or some other cheap wipe now because apparently it saves the NHS money, but what it does is it makes the patients really sore because they don't soften with water like the Conti wipes do. And the Conti wipes soften with the water and the emollient that you put in the water. And they break down and they become soft with the water. Whereas these J-cloths or Veleda or whatever it is they're using don't absorb water, don't break down with water, don't soften with water, sorry. And when they're cleaning the patients up, take it from me because I know, because I was there, it's making it hard on the patient, believe it or not. Making it very hard on the patient. Especially when sort of like the patient is sat for 90 minutes in their own excrement. Or they've sat for an hour 90 minutes or an hour and 90 minutes in their own piss. Or if you've got double incontinence, like sometimes, which I had, you sit in your own piss and shit.
Yeah.
I know Amanda has seen these people use these wipes and seen them use them on me as well.
Use them dry as well.
Use them dry as well, yeah.
And they're not exactly soft.
No. The other thing I'm actually getting help with is catheter bags. There's only one thing with the catheter bags. When they order them, they always order the wrong ones. So that's another thing I've had to do. I've had to order catheter bags of my own as well. Which it's not too bad. I mean, they're not too bad. I mean, it's only, say, like 20 quid a month, something like that. You know. But it's still not easy. Oh, bugger. Put myself in the eye. What's that you've just got there? Chocolate, Amanda?
Yeah, bar of chocolate.
Amanda's just got a bar of chocolate. And I'm going to ask Amanda if she'll go and get me a yoghurt. Or some cottage cheese or something. But like I was saying, we don't get any help with the incontinent wipes. With the incontinent things. I actually, the other day, like I say, I ordered some catheter bags and they actually sent me out some freebies, and Amanda has got them there, haven't you, love?
Yeah.
Amanda?
Yeah, just...
I'm not saying what that looks like.
Yeah.
We got some freebies off the catheter company. The catheter company are called What are the catheter company called again, Amanda?
Coloplast.
Coloplast Charter. Excellent company. It's deliver when they say they're going to deliver and everything else. It all works out. And they sent. I asked for a bag, catheter bag stand frame, bed rail, whatever you want to call it, and it comes to around about 90 pence or something like that. But they sent me freebies out as well, and Amanda will grab hold of the freebies and bring them and tell you what they are. Won't you, Amanda?
Oh, Andy.
Come on.
Oh, that went in there.
I need you to go in there anyway. Right.
Where are the here?
She's gonna come now and I've got a catheter rail bag.
Dog poo bags.
Yeah, just
disposable
bags.
Yeah.
For putting catheters in. We're putting spent catheter bags in.
And alcohol wipes.
Yeah. Alcohol wipes.
Wet wipes, yeah.
Wet wipes, hypoallergenic, and wet wipes. What she uses them for is cleaning the end of the catheter up when you unplug and when you plug it in, don't you?
Yeah.
And that's about it with that. But like I say, Coloplast Charter, excellent mate, excellent company. They give us some Pro System ones before, and they're just, the hoses are not long enough on them. The hoses are not long enough on them, and the one they give us, oh dear, I'm gonna have to go because I've got bad stomach cramps. Amanda's gonna have to do some cleaning, I think, do some cleaning up. And if anybody knows a physiotherapist or anything like that, they can give me a hand, give me some help. Please do so. Remember, please comment, rate and subscribe. I'm going to ask Amanda to get me some yogurt. I'm going to finish this water off and she might get me yogurt and a cup of tea. Catch you later, people. Oh, and have a good Christmas.